Ready?
Yeah, thanks, Neil, for sharing a few thoughts on collaborating with SalesPlaybook. Neil, you built over the last 7+ years Linimex and now newly FlexFiber to 7-digit revenue, pretty much bootstrapped, no external capital from what I understand. Could you talk us through a bit how you actually found us and what triggered you to reach out to us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in terms of how we found you, we were implementing HubSpot as a CRM, and we didn't have the enterprise version. So I was looking for sales playbooks and how we could maybe bolt that onto to HubSpot, and found you through Google as the sales playbook. So it was pretty easy find. But then we went through the website and had a look at the service. Obviously, booked a meeting with yourself, and the rest is history.
Sounds great. And then what were the main points which you wanted to fix or like at least improve on in our collaboration, and which sales masterminds have been particularly helpful on that for you?
So I think one of the main things for us is that we managed to get to where we've got to with a whole lot of luck, but no real processes whatsoever. So by working with you guys, it's enabled us to work with a team of people, not just yourself, but a whole network of people who have got a lot of experience in various different areas that we don't have a huge amount of experience. So it's been really good to speak to yourself, to look at the overarching sort of process that we go through, but not only that, to work with some of the other masterminds so that we can look at lead generation or the other side of the story when it comes to procurement and how we should interact with relevant procurement teams. So it's been invaluable really in terms of changing our mindset and the way that we look at certain things, and how we can maybe reposition ourselves as a business within certain different parts of a larger organization, whether we're talking to procurement or to sales or to their marketing teams. It's really given us a different take on things and a different view with how to approach those different people in different parts of the company.
Yeah, that sounds great. Happy that works, because mindset is just such an important component in sales. And can you walk us through a bit like the recent deal that you just closed, I think in March, if I'm not mistaken, or early April? Like what was basically the basic starting point on that situation? Like how much did you close?
So they were an existing customer who had been billing a reasonable amount, around $300,000 a year, and we went into the process speaking with them about a large circuit inventory that they were looking to sort of move across to another provider, and we went through the process initially of working and looking at the whole inventory, but then having spoken with a couple of different people within the Sales Playbook sort of network, we quickly realized that they were probably using us for benchmarking, and it really enabled us to change the way that we positioned ourselves with them as a customer, so that we weren't just being used as a measuring stick and then them being able to go back and reduce costs with another supplier, and it enabled us to take control of the opportunity a lot more. And we, as you rightly pointed out, closed the deal, which was another 250,000 in revenue, and we're now talking to them about a lot more work, and the way that we are approaching our relationship with them is a much more structured and collaborative approach than it had been previously.
And that's also recurring revenue, this $250,000, I think, right?
Correct, yeah.
So it's basically like adding like a double-digit number of percentage to your ARR that you had before.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Nice. And now you're basically tackling a new opportunity like with FlexFiber outside of what you're currently doing. Like what's most important for you, and who would you recommend also like working with Sales Playbook, talking of these different aspects?
So yeah, I mean, with the new business, again, I think one of the important things for us is that myself and some of my team members aren't necessarily the most structured or organized of people, and having a team of very knowledgeable people that we can fall back on as a sounding board for a lot of the things we're doing, to making sure we're speaking to the right types of we're setting up the right types of things within our organization, from CRM through to lead generation, through to even just getting invoices out, and the way that we structure the communications that go to our customers and things like that has been absolutely brilliant. In terms of the lead gen, Patrick has been amazing. He knows so much. I mean, he'll have forgotten more than we'll ever know about lead generation. And he's been an absolute gold mine in terms of being able to support us. And also Christoph from a seeing things from the procurement side as well as the sales side, because it's really, when sales are talking to procurement, it's generally a one-way conversation, and procurement just want to drive the costs down. So having that insight into the way that they think has been really valuable to us to be able to, like I said, position ourselves in a different way. So yeah, I'd highly recommend.
Amazing. Thanks so much for sharing that. Any last thing you'd like to pass on if somebody watches this?
No, I mean, to be honest, I would absolutely recommend the Sales Playbook to anybody who is watching this. It's been a really good service to use, and the help that we've had from everybody has helped take our business onto the next level in terms of process, and we're really looking forward to continuing the collaboration in the future.
Sounds great. Thanks so much. Same here.
No worries.